Hello everyone, hi, what is up? If you're new here, hi, I'm Hunty MUA, otherwise welcome back to my channel. This week I'm just gonna do my current kind of go-to glam, which I've only been doing YouTube for a few months, but my kind of go-to routine has evolved even since then. And just give you kind of some life updates. Exciting things are happening, so I just want to do makeup and talk a little bit. So let's jump right into this and get started. Don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. Click the bell icon down below so you're notified every time I post a new video, and give this one a thumbs up. We are growing. I have now surpassed 200 subscribers, which is super exciting. Small but very exciting, and it's growing, and I'm so appreciative of that. I'm having so much fun. Don't forget to share away. Once I reach 500 subscribers, I'm still going to do a giveaway for you all. Go follow my socials. I am Hunty725 on Instagram, Hunty MUA725 on TikTok. My Twitter is also Hunty725. My Snapchat is in the header and next screen you'll see. I don't like saying my Snapchat out loud because I created it when I was 14 and you cannot change the username. But anyway, let's get into some makeup, chit chat a little bit, and do a little bit of summertime glam. First things first, I'm going to prime my skin with my favorite primer combo, the One Size Secure the Blur and the Jaclyn Cosmetics Hydrating Under Eye Primer. I do really like the Secure the Blur for summer especially. Like, it's a primer I'll use all the time now. It just lays down a really smooth base. I also like it because it doesn't mattify, it doesn't add shine, it's just like a natural kind of primer with some really good ingredients in it too. Let's get into some brows. I'm going to use my One Size BrowKiKi Micro Brow Defining Pencil. These things have so many words in them, I can't keep up, it's all different. I also like the BrowKiKi Clear Nourishing Brow Gel. I do that at the very end, but I am gonna go ahead and get into these brows. So one thing I saw recently, I have had lots of trouble with my cream products separating on my nose. So one thing I saw was to set your nose with a very light layer of powder. I'm just taking the Jaclyn Cosmetics Last Act Pressed Translucent Powder. I'm gonna go in with some foundation. I'm gonna use my NARS Natural Radiant Longwear. I got the shade M1.2 Patagonia recently for the summer. I still feel like this is gonna be too dark, and I've gotten more sun. I don't know, but this is definitely too light. So let's see. I'm gonna try to go a little more light-handed with the foundation. I know you're like, ooh, that's still a lot of foundation compared to usual, just since this is so full coverage. Sometimes I forget that I don't need to use as much product as I do in some areas. And then I do just like going over with the Beauty Blender to make sure that's all pressed into the skin. You can also make sure that you've avoided leaving any brush strokes or streaks. Got my foundation on, so I'm just gonna go in for some concealer, Hourglass Airbrush Vanish Concealer in Créme. So other exciting things that are happening, I am officially, unless something absolutely crazy happens, I'm officially starting drag this summer, which is super exciting. I like to stay pretty light with the concealer. I like a very bright under eye. So as far as cream contour goes, I really love the Soft Sculpt collection from Makeup by Mario. So I'm gonna use this contour stick. I did use it in my last video where I was testing new makeup. This is in the shade, that's not the contour stick, yikes. I'm really glad I looked first because this is actually the cream blush stick. So I've got the Soft Sculpt contour stick in medium. And once again, I do prefer to take it on a brush for the nose. I did forget that the product has a brush on it, so I'm going to use that brush to blend this out. These blend into the skin so seamlessly. I cannot describe how easy it is to use these. So if contour intimidates you, but you really want to get into it, pick up some of the Soft Sculpt collection from Makeup by Mario, because it's super easy to use. And after I've done that, I do like to cut my cream contour with my foundation, just so it doesn't highlight underneath my cheekbone, but it'll be that same skin tone I have laid down and carve out just a little bit. So after all of that is done, I'm gonna prime my eyes with my P. Louise eyeshadow base in Rumour 02, lay down a good base for some eyeshadow. If you wanna keep things simple, you don't have to cream contour. If you do cream contour, don't feel like you have to cut it like I do with the foundation. Leave it more blended out if you would like. It's all personal preference. There's no right or wrong way. Do what you like and what works for you. After I have primed my eyes, I'm going to set them really quickly with a pressed translucent powder, just so they don't crease before I get shadow on them. Before I forget, I want to go in with some cream blush. I've got Royal Flush from Jaclyn Cosmetics, which I'm just going to put in the back here, since it's darker. This is that. I didn't even show that. Packaging is gorgeous. This was the only shade that was in stock. And then I'm going to take Raspberry from Makeup by Mario. And it might end up being a little intense. That's just fine. And that just like changed the shape of my face, which I am loving. Once I've made sure everything is smooth and blended out, I'm gonna take my Anastasia translucent setting powder. I have the hiccups. I'm gonna do something a little different with this. I'm gonna go in under my eyes. I'm also gonna go on my forehead in the crease here, just because makeup settles into there so easily. And I'm not at all doing this to highlight a line across my forehead. I will leave the rest of the face because I like the finish so much, and then I'll set it later with a pressed translucent powder, which will be a little different. But I've been trying to get more into loving my own skin, so we're gonna try to do that. So for eyeshadow, I'm gonna go in with the Mikayla X Glamlite palette again. I still can't get over this packaging. I think it's so cute. And here is what that palette looks like. I'm gonna go in with some pinks, some oranges, some yellows, maybe blue. I don't know. I'll see what I'm feeling. But I have kind of an idea, but it's just like a basis, and we'll kind of see where it goes. First thing I'm gonna do is take this pink shade, Iconic. I'm gonna take it on a small pencil brush because I'm gonna stay focused and do some really tiny blending with some of this. So I'm going to take this and just kind of make a circle from the inside to the outside. And this like applies flawlessly. So once I kind of have that general shape laid down, I'll take a smaller blending brush. I'm gonna take this and just kind of buff out a little bit, especially on the inside here, so there's no harshness. I'm gonna take a pencil brush. You can get a clean one. I just use a brush spray to clean off a brush if I'm reusing it in the same look. So next I am going to take this orange here called Buffalo Chicken. I think that's hilarious. And now I want wings. So So I'm gonna take that and go around that pink and stay pretty defined with it. So I'm gonna take that same blending brush, and first I'm gonna kind of blend together. There's not any harshness between that and the pink. And then I'm going to blend out and up with the orange. So kind of diffuse those together, but still have some separation between the two colors. Next thing I'm going to do is take this yellow shade called Handy down here. I don't know how I feel about the name of that. And I'm just going to take this around the perimeter of where that orange is. And I just kind of drew out the shape with the yellow there, just because I don't like the circle at the end. So kind of drew it out a little bit. And then one thing I'm gonna do with the yellow and the pink, and the yellow's not picking up super well on camera, but that is okay. Just a little bit of a close up, not the, here, let's see. So there's a little bit of a close up. The yellow and the pink are standing out. I want the orange to pop a little bit more. So I'm gonna take a little bit more of that and just kind of buff it in there and blend together. But I want all the colors to be pronounced kind of separately. Now I'm gonna take a couple different shades. I'm gonna take Glow Up on the inside and then Simping towards the outside of the lid. Oh, that's so pretty. So now that that's done, I'm gonna do the same thing on the other eye. I'll be right back. So now I'm back. I have got eyeshadow on both eyes. I'm gonna keep going with this makeup. So I want to brush away this translucent powder. I will go in with a pressed powder. So I'm gonna take the Jaclyn Cosmetics Last Act Translucent Pressed Setting Powder on just a big powder brush. I'm gonna take this everywhere. And I like it just because it sets, but it doesn't give like a powdery finish. Nothing ends up looking muted. It's really, really nice. It is really, really hard for me to pick favorites. I am loving the Makeup by Mario bronzer. And this is also in the shade Medium. So once I've got the bronzer down, I do like to go in and reinforce that a little bit. I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Cosmetics Under Eye Powder in Brightening Lilac. So while I let this set for a bit, I'm gonna keep working on the eyes some. I'm gonna take a gold liner on the waterline. This is the NYX Epic Wear Liner Stick in the color Gold Plated, just to make these colors pop a little bit more. That's pretty. It's a little harder for you to see on camera, but it looks really pretty up close. I am gonna go ahead and do some mascara and lashes. Go ahead and curl my lashes first. So for mascara, I'm going to be going in with my Fenty Full Frontal Mascara. So for lashes, I'm going to go in with another item from the Mikayla X Glamlite collection. These are the false lashes in Code Orange. I've worn these before and they are gorgeous. Okay, lashes are on, so I'm gonna go ahead and brush away all of this bake. Before I finish up the eyes, I'm going to brighten just a little bit. I'm gonna take my Jaclyn Cosmetics Face It All Brightening and Setting Palette in the Fair to Light. First thing I'm going to do is tight line the eyes with the pink shade. I'm next gonna take my pencil brush and go underneath that with the orange. That's about all I'm going to do with the eyes. Just tie all that in together, which I love. I'm gonna coat my bottom lashes in mascara now. Now for one of my most favorite parts of the makeup process, blush. I'm gonna use the Jaclyn Cosmetics Rouge Romance palette. I'm gonna go in with these bottom two shades, Fancy Pants and Pretty Posh. And these are very, very, very pigmented. If you're using them, keep that in. This is just gonna be like a trend for me. When I wear a floral shirt, the blush ends up being nuts. I mean, I'm into it, but if y'all will remember my first ever Jaclyn review, the blush ended up insane, and I was wearing a similar floral shirt. I'm mad about it though. I'm gonna go in with some lips, Cupcake lip liner from Jaclyn Cosmetics and I'm a Cancer liquid lips. In homage to Cancer season, my best friend, Ellie, is a Cancer. Our birthdays are 5 days apart, so. I don't think I'll ever get over these lip products. I really don't think I will. You can literally just wear the lip liners as lipstick. Like, for gloss, I'm gonna take my Edge Glass, use code Hunty725 to save 10% off your purchase. Since this is a clear gloss, I like taking it on the back of my hand just so I don't, you know, end up getting pigment from the lipstick into the gloss, just in case you ever want to wear it alone, or you know, with other colors. This is also an all over face gloss. You can use this on your lids, on your cheeks, your lips, you know, wherever, but it's gorgeous. So I'm just gonna tap it on. I'm gonna go in with some setting mist. I'm gonna take my Anastasia Beverly Hills Dewy Set. Highlight, I'm going to take a couple different shades. I'm going to take Iced from Jaclyn Cosmetics, and I'm going to use that as my like all over face highlighter. That needs to be subdued a little bit. That's intense. Then for my nose, brow bone, and inner corner, I'm going to use the shade Sparks. This is the most symmetrical an eye look has turned out for me in a hot minute, so I'm quite proud of that. Very last thing I'm going to do, I'm just going to brush through my brows with a spoolie, put in some clear brow gel, and then we'll finish up. Alrighty, that is it. That is the finished look. I wish this was showing up better on camera, but I hope you all had as much fun as I did. I just wanted to do some makeup, kind of talk about a few things and some things coming up. There's a lot happening, a lot I'm looking forward to, and I hope you're all looking forward to as well. But thanks for sticking with me and watching this fun look come together. Once again, don't forget to subscribe if you haven't already. I'm so thankful to have surpassed 200 subscribers now. Click the little bell icon down below so you're notified every time I post a new video, and give this one a thumbs up. go subscribe or follow, I should say, my socials. I am Hunty725 on Instagram, Hunty MUA725 on TikTok. My Twitter is Hunty725. Snapchat is in the header, and the very last screen you'll see in this video. Check out the description box down below for products I am using in the video in case you missed something or in case I forgot to mention something, which I probably did, very likely. Thank you all so much. Please stay tuned next week. Next week I've got a very important video coming, something that's very important to me that I want to share with all of you, which I've mentioned a few times, and I am super nervous but super excited for that. And thanks again for all the support. I had a lot of fun, and I'll see you all next week. Bye everyone.